What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've had a blessed one. Tell me something good. I wanted to talk about today about vampires, because there's vampires all around. Now, don't be scared now. You shouldn't be scared if you have the energy to fight off these vampires. If you have the strength to not give your energy to these vampires. If you have the knowledge of how they work. So these vampires are what we call energy vampires, psychic vampires. So these energy vampires, they love to feed off one's energy. Why is this important? Because right now we are developing our spiritual life. We're tuning in into ourselves. We're rising in dimensions. We're elevating our mindset. We're reaching our higher selves. So this means that we have a lot more energy within us because we're tuned in into ourselves. We're not distracted by anything. We're not giving our energy to something that isn't going to replenish itself within us. We're taking care of ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We're eating the right foods. We're feeding ourselves the right information to stay elevated. And with being this, that we're doing so, we're gonna have a lot more energy, and it's gonna show off in our aura, in our skin, the way that we look, the way that we carry ourselves. So this is gonna make us stand out from the rest of the people. Such people that aren't where we're headed right now. They're not on this stage of life. They're still in low dimensions. Now people don't really like this because people don't like to be feeling like they're left alone or feel like they are left behind, feel like they're not good enough. And so I'm sure you've experienced this already, but you'll be attacked, you'll be criticized, you'll be looked down on. You'll have to go through a lot of steps with this spiritual life where in certain steps, those steps require you to disconnect yourself with certain people, leave people behind. Now it's not a bad thing because at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you reach the goals that you want, the life that you want. But the people that are left behind take this personal. Why? Because they haven't built up the mindset yet to understand our decision making and why we're doing this. They feel like, being in that low dimension, they feel like it's a negative act towards them, not knowing that it's really just a positive act towards yourself. Now they don't know this because they haven't taken the steps necessary to look around themselves, to analyze themselves. They're in a low dimension, so what this means is they have bad habits. They're doing things that don't necessarily serve someone who's trying to elevate themselves. And being that they're unaware, they're gonna question like, okay, why is this person leaving me? What, he thinks he's better than me? She thinks she's better than me? And this is where a lot of problems come in. And this doesn't necessarily have to do with people that you already know. But even people that you might not know, whether you're at work or you're just walking around, people see the aura in you. People see the energy that you carry. They feel attracted to it. So when you're elevating yourself, you're going to see that a lot of people are going to try to come into your life, both good people and bad people. Now, the good people, that's the fruits that you are um, benefiting from doing all the decision making and acts that you have been taking so far. The bad people are the ones that are trying to pull you down. That's the lifestyle that's trying to cling onto you. That's the old you that's trying to not let go. Because there's a fight in here. And you have to feed the good. You know, someone made this analogy one day and they said there's a black wolf, there's a white wolf. The black wolf, we can kind of guess what it is. It's the negative side. It's the low dimension side. The white wolf, the positive side, the high vibration side. Which one do you think is gonna win? The one that you feed it the most. And when you start feeding this white wolf, the black wolf gets angry, gets hungry, and it starts trying to cling on to you and not let you go, because it needs that it needs to be fed, right? And that's the same thing with life. When you don't start feeding the low vibration, there's gonna be something or someone trying to pull you back down because it wants you there. This is where we talk about God and evil. You know, evil is always gonna be around. It's not gonna be trying to pull down the people that are already down. It's gonna try to pull down the people that are already up. Because the evil has already done its job with those low vibration people. It just needs to keep them there. But it needs more, so it's gonna try to pull the high vibration ones. And so when you're at this stage of life, you're gonna have a lot of people trying to pull you down because they see your aura, they see your energy, they see how you glow, how you carry yourself, and they don't like that. And so you have to be aware of this, because certain people that come into your life, you have to know why. You have to ask why. Why are they here? And you have to analyze them. And this is necessary because you can't just think, okay, I've been doing good, so I can just flow with the river. Which is a good thing. It's good to flow with the river, but when you just flowing and you're not paying attention, it becomes a problem, because you might start flowing down the wrong way again. And you won't notice it until you snap out of it. You're like, oh man, I've been backtracing actually. I thought I was going this way, but I've really been going that way. And certain people and certain things are going to do that to you. And this is why you have to be aware, especially with the energy vampires. Because what they do is they see your glow and they want to take that away from you. They want to pull you down because either they envy you, they're scared that they're alone, they want to have some company because misery loves company, or they just want to take that energy from you because it feels good. You know, everything in the world is energy. Everything. When you talk with someone, that's energy. And so this is a way that they can take your energy as well, through communication. There's a lot of times where, you know, people might start to bring their problems onto you because they know you have such good energy and they look up to you. And they might not be doing this intentionally either. But this is what happens. You might have a conversation with someone and you guys are talking, and they start bringing your problems, whatever their problems, onto you. Oh, talking about this and that, because they know you're doing better, so they're like trying to figure out how you're doing it. But on the back end, that energy is being brought onto you, and they're taking your energy out. If you start feeling drained when you're with someone, that's a sign to know that they are draining you. They are taking your energy away. They are not good for you. You are toxic, you are negative, and you have to keep your distance from these people. You have to put your guard up and let them know you are not interested. Now, you don't have to be rude about it, but you do have to put your guard up and protect yourself. Because there's many ways that these energy vampires take advantage of you. Whether they know that you are moving on to a better path, so you might not retaliate, that's a way that they'll try to get to you. If they can get you to retaliate, to explode, to react to them, they've won. And they'll take energy from you. And now you're here thinking about how they got to you, how you reacted to this situation that happened, and your energy is just draining. And where do you think that energy is going? It's not just going out around, like just dumping around you. It's flowing into that person, because that person is still thinking about you too. You guys are both thinking about each other, but you're thinking about it in a negative way, and they're thinking about it in a positive way, because, oh, I got to them. I'm getting their energy. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very wise in how you move and who you connect with, who you socialize with, the things that you do. Because if you feel like it's okay for you to be up here and start, let's say, doing things that are down here, it's not okay. Because you're going to drain yourself from those things. You know? Those things are going to take your energy. Like we said, everything is energy, and this is low vibration. You're giving your energy onto low vibrational things. Things that are not going to replenish you. Things that are just going to drain you. And so the goal is to work towards things that are going to replenish you. Work towards high energy, high vibrational things, high vibrational people. Because when you do so, you are guaranteed to receive that energy back. Whether it's the same amount of energy or duplicated. And so this is very important, because you must stay on high energy all the time. Now, of course, you're not going to be up here all the time, but it's very important that you don't start sinking down, because this is when you start feeling bad. And it's even worse when you're a high vibrational being, because you get the effects, you feel like the effects a lot stronger. Let's say you start eating something that's obviously not good for you. You're going to feel that in your body a lot more. It's going to, just feel so bad, and you're going to feel a lot more sick than someone that might already be used to eating those type of foods. For example, me, I used to stress out a lot. I used to be very stressed, very low vibrational. And the higher I got with my vibration, if I was to stress, like, it gives me a big headache, and it just doesn't feel good at all. It feels very toxic within me. And I have to work to not do that, because I know how bad it could be for me. Stress for me, as a high vibrational being, could be worse than stress for someone at a low vibration. I don't know how that really, correlates and makes sense, but this is this is how I see it. This is how it affects me. This is what I've learned about being a high vibrational person. So you have to be very careful. 1, who you socialize with. 2, what activities you do. And 3, where you put your energy. Because where you give, you will receive. So you want to make sure that you're always giving your energy to something high, something higher than yourself. But this is all I got for you guys today. Make sure to keep your eyes open, your heart open, your intuition close, and be centered within yourself at all times. Be focused on what's really important. Give your energy to things that make you feel good. And like always, tell me something good. If you like the content so far, subscribe, like, and let me know down in the comments what you think about this video. And any tips you might have as well for someone else viewing this. Any suggestions, things that you have to learn being a high vibrational person. Like I said, that was it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.